I got the moves. I got the moves. I'm making moves. You gotta move. You gotta make the city move. Like, whoa. I make the city move. I got the move.
A couple weeks ago, I made a video on Tyler Herro and why I think he's the steal of the draft, and before that, I made a video stating why I think Morant could take the Rookie of the Year award. But now, both those statements seem to be false, as a guy who went undrafted is now taking the limelight to start this NBA season. His name is Kendrick Nunn, and I guarantee none of you had heard about him before the season started, pun intended. But how good is he really? Could this undrafted rookie actually become a legitimate candidate for the Rookie of the Year? And with Zion out, could he even take it home with him too? I'll be going over that in today's video, as well as his strengths and weaknesses, what I think he can achieve in the NBA, and his NBA comparison. If you're new here and enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe for more NBA content. But with that being said, let's talk about Kendrick Nunn.
Lucas.
Kendrick Nunn has had a very unique career so far. After going undrafted, he was signed by the Miami Heat on the last day of the season last season, and it has so far been a brilliant signing by Miami. I say this as through 5 games, Kendrick Nunn has averaged 22.4 points per game and close to 2 steals, as he shot 48% from the field and 44% from 3. Again, no one knew who this guy was until probably the preseason, where he had some great games, but it was on everyone's radars once the regular season hit, as he proved his success in the preseason wasn't just due to him playing lower competition. So, what are the strengths and weaknesses of Kendrick Nunn? Let's start with his strengths. 3-point shooting. Kendrick Nunn is a fantastic shooter and an efficient one at that. He can hit from deep consistently. As I mentioned, he's currently shooting 44% on over 6 attempts a game. If he keeps this up, it will seriously help Miami in their potential playoff run they'll be looking to make in April and May. Another strength of Nunn's is he is great at scoring on the move and off the ball. He's also a great free throw shooter. We saw it in his G League days, but also this season so far, but he is still yet to miss a free throw. He's 9 for 9. For his biggest weakness, I'd have to say Nunn's is ball handling. When I've watched Miami, which is only twice, he didn't really seem comfortable ball handling or making plays. He's more of an off-ball player, as I mentioned briefly earlier, with his excellent ability to score on the move. He can also be a bit wild on offense and take shots and passes that are a bit too crazy and unrealistic, causing him bad turnovers and poor shots. That will conclude the strengths and weaknesses of Kendrick Nunn. But what will Kendrick Nunn accomplish in the NBA? In my opinion, I think he can become a good starter at bare minimum, because that's what he is right now. He's playing phenomenally, and if he can be like this his entire career, he'll go down as a great starting scorer any NBA team would want. But at this rate, he could become an all-star down the line. It's very early to tell, but the potential to become an all-star in the future is there for sure. One thing I can say though with certainty is that he's the top Rookie of the Year candidate right now, which is just crazy considering he went undrafted. With Zion sitting out for potentially the year after his injury, the Rookie of the Year trophy is up for grabs, and it could very well be Nunn walking away with it at the end of the season. Right now, he's actually in front by a landslide because he's outperforming his teammate Tyler Herro, and he's blown away the other competition in my opinion, like Morant, and I just say this due to how consistent he's been. In the preseason and so far this season, he's consistently put up 20 points or more per game, and finally, it's been reflected and appreciated by the Heat, as today he started versus the Hawks and dominated, dropping 28 on 66% shooting from the field. Overall, I'd say he'll be an all-star one day, as he's shown that potential so far with Miami, but it's hard to tell so early on in his career. But again, the sky is the limit for Kendrick right now. For his NBA comparison, I'd say a more athletic but worse shooting Klay Thompson. There's limited information on Nunn, and there really isn't any NBA comparisons out there for him, so I'm going off of what I've seen. Considering he's more off-ball and can shoot extremely well, but also drive and dunk the ball, I think this is a pretty good comparison. Maybe not Klay Thompson, but someone of that play style, if you know what I mean. Let me know your NBA comparison for Nunn in the comments below too. I want to hear your opinion on this. Overall, Kendrick Nunn is one exciting prospect, that is for sure. He's gone ballistic in his opening 5 games as an NBA player and has broken a number of records in the process. He's a great shooter and free throw shooter too, but really should get to the line more often. If he keeps up what he's doing right now though, I don't see why he couldn't become a star in the league and potentially even become the first undrafted player to win the Rookie of the Year. But that will conclude the analysis. What do you guys think of this? What are your thoughts on Kendrick Nunn? How good will he become to you, and can he steal the Rookie of the Year? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe. But with that being said, I am out. Peace.